Good evening, folks. Last week we had an interaction with Steve Barrett, the superintendent of Sallisaw High School, and Katie Graham, the chief of police of Sallisaw School Police. In this video that I'm going to release tonight, I wanted to point out a couple of things. One, I asked Steve Barrett, the superintendent, how many molestations of students is too many? Is 4? 4. He wouldn't answer me. You'll see on the video. He evaded that question, and that leads me to believe that it's not enough for him. I think he either wants more, or he condones more, or the fact that he couldn't say one, Sean, is too many. Nope, he couldn't say one is too many. One is too many. These kids, look, we're paying these guys hundreds of thousands of dollars a year to protect these kids, and they are failing on a grand scale. You got the chief of police, Katie Graham, you'll see on video, laughing when I'm asking him questions about what are they doing to protect these kids. He's laughing like it's a laughing matter. Then he claims that he wasn't laughing at the situation. He was laughing at me for asking the question. And then you've got the chief of police that won't say too many words, and you got Kevin Kirk over there as an employee or a police officer under him doing all the talking. Because the chief of police doesn't have two brain cells to rub together to get the words out. He's afraid. He's in over his head. He doesn't know what's going on. He had to call the judge to get a redacted report. He lied on that. He lied to me right there. And I'm going to show you on the video where he lied. I asked him about having a redacted report, and he had to call the judge. Well, you know, whenever the judge's son is the one being investigated, makes sense why you'd have to call the judge's son to make sure that you could release a redacted report. He lied about calling the judge. He lied about hearing whether it was a redacted report. Just, you know, right over his head. It's easy to get over Katie's head. So Katie, I told him, and I was not being rude to Katie when I told him to take his badge off and give it to Kevin, because Kevin Kirk is more of a chief than he is. And that's my thoughts, and you'll see in the video that, you know, Kevin picked up the slack for him because Katie don't have the horsepower to pull his own weight. That's my opinion, and it's accurate. The other thing is that I asked them if they were summoned, and they wouldn't. They lied to me there. Katie said, no, I was just in the parking lot. No, he wasn't just in the parking lot. Whenever I asked if Brooke Griffey was related to Blaine Griffey, the SRO that was doing some bad things to a student over there, and he didn't get punished for any of that. I asked if she was related, and she got up and scurried out of the room, and, you know, within a few minutes, here comes both officers, the chief and Kevin Kirk. And so they were summoned, and they lied about being summoned. They couldn't even be honest about that. And so the other big problem that we have, and this is probably the biggest problem, is that you got the superintendent ordering his police department around to do things. And I don't think that's proper. In fact, Ron and I have had many conversations about this, and about how a superintendent is investigating, or having his police department investigate wrongdoings in his school, and then reporting back to him that nothing's wrong, nothing to see here, no charges, no allegations of any crimes have been committed, and they don't want to talk about it. In fact, I pinned Steve Barrett about the little girl that the case was opened and closed within 5 or 6 days. You know, Steve didn't want to talk about that case. Why? I don't know. It's an open and shut case. Let's talk about it. And they don't want to do it. And it's clear right on camera. You know, these guys that you're paying hundreds of thousands of dollars to. I think Steve's making what, $150,000, $160,000 a year, if not more. I don't know how much he's making, but I would imagine that it's up in that range. And he doesn't want to talk about what steps they're going to implement to keep this from continuing to happen. That's bad. That's bad. Anyhow, let's get into this video. I'm going to edit this thing the best I can for right now. I want to get it out as quickly as possible so you guys can see how your superintendent and how your chief of police of Sallisaw Schools is interacting with the public. You know, another thing too, it's kind of funny because Steve Barrett said that there are more pressing things that he needs to do other than to protect these kids, or even have conversations about it. And you'll see in the video that whenever he said, I've got to go, I've got more pressing things to do, it's heart-wrenching that he would classify something else more important than to protect these kids from being abused. And he doesn't like that word abused, but these kids are clearly abused. And they don't want to do anything about it. They don't even want to talk about it. They don't even want to have a conversation about it. But Ron and I, we're going to force them to have a conversation about it, whether they like it or not. And if they don't like it, then maybe we need to find somebody that will replace them that will talk about it and protect these kids. Anyhow, let's get into the video.
I'm gonna request all of your records.
Can you summon KD here?
I need to request this on the agenda item.
I will talk to KD when I get a chance to talk to KD. No, you're not going to come in and start telling us what we're doing as we go through our
Do you
day.
think four molestations is too many in 2
How many
years?
kids are you gonna get molested at your school?
We're at 4 right now that we know of.
How many kids are gonna
For
get
every
molested?
2, there's 10.
Have a nice day, gentlemen.
How many kids?
This is not looking good for you, Katie.
Hang on a second. Okay.
Oh, you're laughing. It's a laughing matter that you got several kids over here being molested, and you're laughing about it.
Hold on, hey,
Is that really what you want to show?
just
Kevin, I understand. This guy right here needs to go. Why don't you take your badge and give it to Kevin?
Quit.
Because you are not a chief. He's a chief. You're not.
Don't.
They've
Why
been
did you
listened
have
to.
to
That's
call the
all in the
judge
world I
to
want.
see if I
I
can get
don't
on the
want to be
record?
down here every day. I don't care about the
You
damn
said it
clicks
on-
and views. These
There's
kids
no-
are getting hurt. For the
You
love
did
of
say
God,
that you
let's
need
just
to call
please
the
give them
judge
some
to
help,
call the
okay?
judge to get you
And a
full
plan
detail.
to deal with it.
I don't
That's
want the
all
full.
we've got to
We
do,
said redact
okay?
document. Right up front.
I must not got that.
How to address them.
Request the redacted police reports, which I'd actually like to get a copy of the redacted police reports myself.
As soon as we get the police report finalized,
Okay. I know that there was.
About minors, there's not going to be a lot on there.
Yeah.
I'll probably get with the judge on that.
The judge.
Oh no.
I was going to say, well, let's use a better.
So as you saw in the video, Katie Graham said that he didn't need to call a judge, or he didn't call a judge, and that he didn't hear the words that it was a redacted report. Clearly, he's lying. And look, this right here is your chief of police. He's lying to you, and he's lying to me, and he's caught. And Katie Graham, if you're watching, just go ahead and give that badge over to Kevin Kirk, because he's way more of a chief than you are. At least he doesn't lie.
I hadn't been back. Y'all were so daggum nice, I hadn't had a reason to go back.
Mr. Barrett, would you mind that little conference room right there? Could we use that conference room to answer some of their questions that they may have?
Oh, that's going to
The
be a
little
good question.
sit-down right
What are we
there.
going to do, Steve? Yea or nay?
Well,
Just to get it up.
Come on, Steve.
I'd rather take place outside, but if you want to.
It's raining.
It's your call, it's your building, sir.
So,
Well, he said it's okay.
I really don't want us speaking any further about anything.
Sure.
And we'll see if we can have some constructive
You have-
conversation.
Can I buy you a nicer shovel, because you are digging yourself a hole
You want a
that I
silver or
don't think you
gold
can
one?
get out of. I mean, do you need a bigger
Or
shovel?
not.
Do you need a bigger shovel?
What are we doing, guys?
So,
Do you need a bigger shovel?
appreciate your time.
Do you
sir.
need a bigger shovel?
Appreciate your time.
How big a shovel do you need, sir?
Guys.
How big a shovel do you need?
We can get a track hole down
If
here.
they put their hands on me for do the right thing.
I am
There's
doing the
two- do
right.
you
No, the right thing would be
No, I
the right thing
followed-
tomorrow would be to set an
I followed
emergency
every.
meeting.
We have followed every legal protocol we're supposed to.
Do you
follow.
think that
we've
for-
done everything?
I'm
in
tired. Hang on,
accordance with
Sean.
law.
I'm tired of hearing. I really am sick of
Guys,
hearing.
if
We
we
follow
want,
every legal
if we want to
protocol.
escalate, then you're disrupting the educational process.
Are you
And
threatening me?
No, sir. No, sir. I'm saying.
You just threatened
No,
me.
sir. I am not. No, sir.
Do you understand what disturbing the peace is? Disturbing the peace isn't my voice being slightly higher because you're annoying me. Disturbing the peace would require me to put you in a situation where you feel threatened. I'm not going to cause you any physical harm, I assure you.
Neither one.
Anything that I'm going to do
No,
is I'm going to blast you in the public.
That's
I'd
not
rather you
always
just
the
do the right
case.
thing.
If I'm working in the capacity of my employment, you're still.
This is your
still-
capacity.
This is dealing with the public
Wait,
is part of your job,
That's
sir. How
okay.
can
I
I
have
interrupt you from
other,
doing
I have
your
other
job?
pressing items.
Okay, do
that
you
I also
think-
What's
should be
more pressing
working
than
on.
these kids being abused? What's more pressing than these kids being abused, sir?
Again,
Please, what's more pressing than these kids being abused?
You're using that language.
Thank you.
How are you today, Jim?
Well, we're here, so we're not that great. Do you know why we're here?
No, sir.
Who are you?
I'm Steve Barrett, Superintendent.
Hey, Steve. Ron
Sean
Durbin.
Buckner, how you doing?
John, how you doing?
Yep.
Ron Durbin, nice to
I
meet
spoke
you.
to you on the phone a time or two.
Yeah, I believe it.
Well, Steve, we've I got a bunch of parents contacting me, bud. A bunch about all this stuff that's going on. And look, I was a teacher. I know that there's certain things you can't talk about and those kind of things. But what we're down here today to figure out is, what are we doing to make sure that this doesn't happen again? And what steps is the district going to take to sort of address these issues with these parents? Because they're riled up, and they deserve to be heard, right? So what can we do to help facilitate that?
Well, I think in a lot of cases you have to first determine what this is.
Sure, I agree.
You know what
with
I'm saying?
that. Absolutely.
So I think in those cases there, you just continue to monitor,
Okay.
continue to look and assess, anything that takes place.
Sure.
If there's discrepancies in, opinions, or if there's evidence either way, I think you continue to see what improvements you can make in all aspects.
Sure, but
Whether
you'd
it's
agree with me-
changing the duty patterns or
Sure.
anything, or if the kids are playing too rough or whatever. But I don't.
So what, have there been concrete steps that have been implemented since all this stuff has come out that we can go back to the parents and say, this is what Sallisaw School District has done? Is there, or can we tell them that, hey, we met with the superintendent today and he wants to listen to your concerns? Because look, I get it. You got to figure out what you're going to do, and you don't know what you're going to do necessarily. But at the end of the day, we know that there's a bunch of parents who have concerns, and they want to address those and be heard and feel like they're being heard, right? So could we get a meeting scheduled where the parents could come address some of this stuff and bring these issues?
Well, I think that could possibly happen, probably at a later date.
Why at a later date?
Well, because I think there's, especially with this latest case, there's still pending things. That
No,
are
okay,
taking place.
and again, I understand you can't answer any questions about that, but we could go to it with an approach of, let's come have a conversation about the issues your kids have brought to you that are not being, I understand you can't discuss investigations, but we can have a productive conversation about what are the issues that we're hearing, what are the issues that your kids are experiencing, and what do the parents think as a school you guys could implement to help ensure that their kids are feeling heard and safe and secure. We don't have to talk about specific incidents.
Well, I think an open-ended conversation along those lines is always welcome.
Right. So how do we start the first facilitation of that open-ended conversation?
Well, I think there we probably. I still say there's need to be a hair bit of time passed, and we need to get through this situation, because I think that some of the questions that may get asked during that situation would be directly related to those events, and could be stated in a misconstrued way or an inaccurate way.
Okay. But at the end of the day, couldn't you? I mean, you seem like an intelligent guy. Couldn't you go? Unfortunately, I can't talk about specifics of an incident in a specific investigation that we're working on, but let's talk about concrete things that we can do to make sure that these kids have a way to easily report these issues, that there's a system in place for how we're going to deal with, notifying parents. Those kind of conversations we can have today. And we're not talking about, I don't need to talk about a specific incident.
And we're talking, we got Blaine Griffey, we've got Josh Rogers, we've got these two incidences over here at Eastside, which we can talk about the one of the little girl because that case is closed. And so we've got
I'm not even here to talk about a specific case. The parents are begging me for a meeting. And so I always like to go in and go, hey, look, I don't want to be the one having and facilitating these conversations. I'm the dynamite that kind of, blows stuff up and opens up and facilitates the things, but I like the nice way. I like hey, look, there's a whole bunch of parents that have a problem. The easiest way, and the one place that I think government fails, is that you clam up instead of going, hey, I can't talk about the specific issues of this, but I can talk about what we're going to do and what you think we should do to ensure that this kind of stuff doesn't happen in the future. We can have that productive conversation without it getting into a shouting match. And God forbid if you're worried about a shouting match, and I'm a pretty controlling guy. I'll show up and make sure nobody yells at you guys too much.
I'm not worried about shouting.
Well, then how can we do it?
I need time to be able to debrief.
How much time
with
do you
our
need?
people?
Okay.
The process, and then if we're still in a position,
who's your people?
Would be anybody within PD, like
Katie Graham?
Officer Graham.
Is he available today?
Jones, Mr. Jones.
Y'all have your
I
own
don't
PD
know.
though, right?
We have our own.
So
police
you're going to
department.
investigate yourselves and find no wrongdoing. Like, how can
Yeah,
we? How
but
can we
those
do
things are
that?
separated. Those are once, and we keep those separated on purpose. I mean, anytime.
But they still report. The police report to the
To
school
you.
district, right?
They report to you.
They report. They report to me from an employee standpoint, but
so your employees are going to investigate yourselves.
I don't lead the investigation. I'm not involved.
Right.
Once we turn that over, it's no different than me turning it over to any other police department. We don't touch it.
Are you aware that the little girl over at Eastside, her investigation was like 5 days long? He closed it, Katie Graham.
I'm not going to get into specifics.
I mean, it's closed.
In any case.
So
I'm with you.
Wait, how much time do you said you need time? How much time?
Well, I think definitely I want this last thing. I think we need.
When's your
to
next
kind
school
of
board
finish
meeting?
it.
When's your next school board
It's
meeting?
a week from Monday.
Okay. Can we put an agenda item on a week from Monday?
That's up.
The
to
parents
you.
are going to
That's
show.
up to that's up to you. Anybody can request that.
The parents are going to show up at that meeting.
That's fine.
Look,
That's
I'm
fine.
giving you a
And
chance
they have
to
every right to.
do the right thing.
I am doing
There's
the
two-
right.
do you
No,
think-
the right thing would be
I
the right thing
followed
tomorrow would be to set an
I followed
emergency
every.
meeting.
We have followed every legal protocol we're supposed to.
Do you
follow.
think that
we've
for-
done everything?
I'm
in
tired. Hang on,
accordance
Sean.
with
I'm
law.
tired of hearing. I really am sick of
Guys,
hearing.
if
We
we
follow
want,
every legal
if we want to
protocol.
escalate, then you're disrupting the educational process.
Are you
And
threatening me?
No, sir. No, sir. I'm saying.
You just threatened
No,
me.
sir. I am not. No, sir.
Do you understand what disturbing the peace is? Disturbing the peace isn't my voice being slightly higher because you're annoying me. Disturbing the peace would require me to put you in a situation where you feel threatened. I'm not going to cause you any physical harm, I assure you.
Neither one.
Anything that I'm going to do
No,
is I'm going to blast you in the public.
That's
I'd
not
rather you
always
just
the
do the right
case.
thing.
If I'm working in the capacity of my employment, you're still.
This is your
still-
capacity.
This is dealing with the public
Wait,
is part of your job,
That's
sir. How can
it.
I interrupt you from doing
I have
your
other
job?
pressing items.
Okay, do
that
you
I also
think-
What's
should
more
be
pressing
working
than
on.
these kids being abused? What's more pressing than
Please.
these kids being abused, sir?
Again, that's-
Please, what's more
That's it.
pressing than
You're
these kids
using
being
that
abused?
language.
Abused?
Okay.
Abused?
Again.
There's 4. Do you think 4 is too many in
I
2
didn't even
years?
ask a specific question. What's more pressing than kids being abused?
I think we've reached a good point.
What? We've not reached
I'm
any
gonna-
point.
well,
You're looking like a fool.
Okay.
What is more
Steve,
important than kids being
don't do
abused?
this to your
Don't
public.
do this. You're going to look terrible.
Don't do it.
You realize
Appreciate
what I'm going to
you
do with this
stopping by.
information. You realize? Give me an
I
Open
heard
Records
what
Act
you
request.
said.
Give me an Open Records Act request.
Okay.
I'm going to request all of your
Can you-
records and
can you
stuff
summon
related to
KD
this.
here?
And
We
go ahead
need-
and give
I
me
need to
whoever can
request
put this
some
on the
records.
agenda item.
I will talk to KD when I get a chance to talk to KD.
Where's
No, you're not going to come in and start telling us what we're doing as we go through our
Do you
day.
think 4? Do you think 4 molestations is too many in 2
How many
years?
kids are you going to get molested at your school?
We're at 4 right now that we know of.
How many kids are going
For
to get
every 2,
molested?
there's 10.
Have a nice day, gentlemen.
How many kids
Steve,
are going
come
to get
on.
I
molested?
listened to every word you said. I will consider once the thing's clear. I like your idea of getting the parents together. I don't have a problem with that at all.
Well, why are we
Okay?
going to set it on an agenda? So what do we need to do to get her to put it on the agenda then?
I can give anybody can
Well,
request that as a
let's just
citizen
add
of
it to the
Sallisaw.
agenda.
Is Brooke
That's
related
what we're
to?
talking about.
Is Brooke related
let's add it to the agenda.
to Blaine Griffey? Are they related?
I'm not answering any questions.
I think Brooke's related to Blaine.
Hey, Lee.
Gentlemen, I appreciate your time.
No, are we gonna get this?
I
added to
need
the
to
agenda?
file open
And I
records
need an
request.
open record request.
I'll give you whatever you want. Yeah, you're all legally welcome to whatever.
So how do we
we
get
have
this added?
protocol. Tell me what you want. We'll get it.
There they are.
Yeah, how do we get an open record
doing,
request?
Kevin, how you doing? Katie, how you doing?
All you gotta do is request it right here.
Good. Got a
What
lot
you
of
need?
questions
Do
for
you
you,
have a
bud.
form?
Hey,
I'll get you what you
I need
need.
an open record.
And then how do we add it to the agenda?
That's any citizen
Right, who do I add it with?
with Brooke.
Okay,
How do we
can we
go
speak to
about
Brooke?
No.
Well, this
No, I'm
is
not
right
at
now.
you, but don't
But
look.
I'll
Can you-
relay that information to her.
What do you need from me to relay that information?
So,
Can you give me
you
a
put
request?
down on a piece of paper what you
Sure, I'd be happy
would
to.
like to
How long is that gonna
actually
take?
have on the agenda.
Absolutely, be
Now, it has
happy
to
to.
be requested by
Tomorrow. You can't
actually
give
somebody
me
in the
first thing.
district.
Hey, is your dad?
I associate myself and I identify myself as a parent in the district. Okay, that's how I identify myself.
I'll check.
That's my pronouns.
I'll check.
My pronouns are Sallisaw School Parent.
I'll check.
Okay,
I'll check.
that's how my. You're gonna check what? You wouldn't know what my kid's last names are.
No,
You
but
would
I
check
can.
the policies.
I think I
Don't
can
mess with me.
verify.
Don't mess with me on this.
Verifying
Don't mess with me on
parenthood
this.
or residency is okay.
Why mess with me on this?
I'm not
I just
messing
want an
with you.
agenda item on the
I
agenda.
can't have somebody from some other town coming over and make an agenda item in our district.
Do you think that I'm not over here because a bunch of parents have reached out? Do you think I just decided to get up this
Do you
morning
live
and
here?
come over
Are your
here?
kids in our school?
I just told you I identify as a Sallisaw School District parent. That's how I identify
Put down
today.
what you want.
That's my pronouns today, right? You're not questioning my pronouns, are you?
No, sir. Put down.
Okay,
put
we're
down
sure.
what you- Yes, sir.
You're hip with the lingo and stuff,
Please,
right?
please go
I'm
ahead.
going to. I want to make sure we're hip with the lingo. And we're not going to be questioning my pronouns. My pronouns are Sallisaw School parent today.
This right here is
Are we
Katie
good with
Graham.
that?
This right here is Kevin Crowe.
I'm going to get an agenda item
Okay.
on. You do what you
I'm
need
trying
to
to
do.
get, they won't give us a open records request till tomorrow.
He's going to get us a form.
Oh,
He's
you're
going
gonna
to
get us a form
get us a piece of paper.
We have a policy, guys.
What's the policy, Steve?
The policy, well, we have to put it together in the
The open
format.
records
We have to
request?
put, there's work involved. There's
Then give me
actually
the form.
copying that needs to take place.
No,
We
you
need time to put together.
Sure. Just give us the form we can fill out so we can request the records.
Tell me what you want and I'll give it to you.
We'll write it down. I don't know what
Put
he
it on
wants.
a
I don't know
number.
what he wants these records. I'll send you an email. I didn't ask for the form. I'm trying to get the agenda item.
This is not looking good for you, Katie.
Hang on a second. Okay.
Oh, you're laughing. It's a laughing matter that you got several kids over here being molested, and you're laughing about it.
Hold on, hey,
Is that really what you want to show?
just
Kevin, I understand.
What's
This guy right here needs to go. Why don't you take your badge and give it to Kevin?
Quit.
Because you are not a chief. He's a chief. You're not.
Don't. Let's not do disrespect. Let's just.
I'm not disrespecting. This right here, he's sitting here laughing. I've got it on camera. He's laughing that these kids are being molested, and he's closing the cases in a couple of days.
I think it.
Why?
Listen,
Why are you
hang on,
doing
hang
that?
on. Can you please, for the
Go ahead.
sake of this
Sure.
Can
entire
prevail.
engagement,
We can have a
Let's
conversation
follow
about
up
how to
with
fix
Mr.
this
Barrett, and
and have a truly productive
because
conversation.
I
I
know
really
Ron's gonna
want
want to talk
that.
to us too.
I really, that's
and
what I
we
want.
could both do it
I
at the
don't
same
want
time.
this to
No, I'm
go
asking Katie.
a wrong way, sir. I really
Katie
don't.
Graham. You're the chief.
I
Everything
understand, but I'm trying to speak to you so we can have a man-to-man understanding that I'm.
Oh, you're laughing at me.
I don't
Why are you
want
laughing at me?
to
Because
have
I'm
to deal
concerned
with
about
this a
people.
long
No,
time. I'd rather
everything
just
you
the
say
parents
is
be
turn
heard, feel like
Like
they've got a
turn
plan,
around.
Oh, yeah.
and they feel like
Oh, so
they've
why
been
did you
listened
have
to.
to
That's
call the
all in the
judge
world
to-
I
to
want.
see if I
I
can get
don't
a
want to be
record?
down here
Did you
every
do
day.
that?
I don't care about the
You
damn
said it
clicks
on-
and views. These
There's
kids
no-
are getting hurt. For the
You
love
did
of
say
God,
that you
let's
need
just
to call
please
the
get them
judge.
some help,
Apologize
okay?
to get you-
And a plan
Judge.
to deal with it.
I don't
That's
want the
all
full. I
we've
said
got to
redacted. We said
do,
redacted
okay?
document. Right up
Well,
front.
I must not have got that.
How to address them moving
We get the chief.
forward.
You don't
If you
need to
want,
talk
if
to
you want
anybody
500 parents to
to
sign
get
up the
over
thing,
it.
to get an agenda item on the thing, I'll get you. I can have as many parents as you want me to have call you
I said redacted.
as I need to. I'd rather not do
Redacted.
that, right? Again, I don't come to a place
I said redacted. Clearly. up front.
without
So now you're
reason,
turning
and
the
I've
story.
talked to the parents. He gets riled up
So I
because
wanna
his
know
parents talk to
why.
him,
Why?
and then they
5
talk to me,
days,
and
6
my
days?
God, these stories are
Nothing
heartbreaking.
secret,
I've spent the last
You'll get the report.
week crying on my damn patio listening to kids' stories from here and from Coweta and from the girls who got raped in Stillwater. Like I'm tired. I'm tired of crying. Right, so please, let's just get a meeting so we can figure out a solution. This is not just a happened in Sallisaw problem. And it's not necessarily your fault.
Because you're way in over your head.
It's not even necessarily anybody's fault.
You don't
But it
think
is something
so?
that we know is a problem. We can identify
I
it
know
as a
so.
problem. We can figure out
Look,
how
you
we're
got-
going to
you
try
got
to at least
tribal members,
solve
and
it.
you're
We
gonna
can't
be
be
part of the
perfect. We're never going to be
investigation. Actually, you're never
perfect.
even
But we can at
started
least
that.
strive for
You should have
perfection,
turned
right?
that over to Cherokee.
We can at least go,
That's
kids are getting hurt.
Yeah.
Let's at least try to figure out a few things that
Sure,
we
dry
could
report,
do
but there's
to put into
investigation,
place and how we to deal with it. If it's bullying and things like
what makes you
that,
think I didn't
maybe we
follow?
need to have more regularly
I'm
scheduled
asking
meetings
the
with
question.
kids to talk
you
about
just said,
bullying and remind them
I
about
should've
it.
done
There's
it.
very simple
Yeah,
steps
well,
that we can do to help educate kids
because
that don't require us to bash each other over what happened in the past. I don't want to. That's not productive.
Exactly.
But if I have to do something to dynamite people out, the past is all I've got.
Well, then you already.
So I got to
you already answered
dynamite
the
people with
question
that.
before a while ago.
I'd much
You're
rather share the
assuming
story
already.
of what's
Can we
moving
change
forward. I'm going to Pawnee and spending my whole day tomorrow in Pawnee working on economic development. I showed up there because a veteran got arrested trying to speak at a city council meeting. They took the right way to this. And now they got my volunteer help for whatever the heck they
From that
want.
point in time,
That's
you
what I'm
have
here
this
trying to do.
conversation, bud.
Okay? I filled it out. I'm
We'll
giving
start
all
with
my.
that. Then
I'm
we'll-
doing it.
And we all know that.
How
This is
many
my
times
cell
have I
number.
told you? You go to saying names, we clam up, okay? So we are not going to communicate when you start dropping names. I've told you that every single time.
Okay, look, that is, I'm not naming the person.
I'm telling you,
Yes,
I don't care
Okay.
though. Okay, so
All
here's
right.
the deal. What we
If
have
he
to
wants
do-
that one.
Yeah, I'll get that one to him. I'm gonna take a picture of it, and that way
Oh, you know what
I'll send it to you by email. The stuff
Okay.
I'm looking
Anything that
for.
could
That'd be
lead
fine.
to the identity.
Well, do you have a card with your email address on it?
It's all speculation.
By chance? You want that? Yeah.
But I'm still not gonna.
I wrote my email on
I'm
here
still
too.
not gonna give an opinion.
Terrible
on this.
handwriting.
I get
but-
it.
I'm not. And that is, I told you that from the jump. But here's the deal. Can we change the?
Yeah, you can just email. If you want to just email the image or whatever, and just
Yeah, I'll fill this
specify
out.
what you want, and
Yep.
then
But
we'll put it
you
together
and I-
in
you
paper
don't- you
form
don't
and
want-
have it
And
ready
then
for
you
you.
said the next meeting is what day?
It's
At
a
the
week
same
from
time,
Monday,
he's
be,
just like
I think
anybody else. He
10th.
hasn't formally met you, and then
The 10th?
Okay, November
so
10th,
tell me
Monday,
right
November
now.
10th.
If
What
the
time?
first time I ever met you
starts
was a
6 o'clock.
confrontation,
And
what
where
would
is it
my
at?
ideology
Okay.
and mentality be towards you every other time I ran into you?
Depends on the situation.
And it'd probably be hostility.
Alrighty, sir. And what was the last name again?
Barrett?
Let's take it from
Barrett, okay.
confrontation to conversation.
Thank you, sir.
And then let's talk.
Look, I really look forward to hearing from you, and let's get this on the
this-
agenda, and let's have a productive meeting
You
and
got it. You're on
and
your
do this the-
platform. Let's talk.
the
You know
easy
what I
way.
mean?
I've asked questions. He's not asking.
his parents just want
If he
to
wants to
change.
change the relationship,
So,
he needs to do that.
all right.
not you.
Appreciate you dropping by.
All right,
I'm a
thank
reasonable
you.
person. I'm
Hey.
sure you told him that.
Thanks for
Well, can we open that
coming up,
opportunity
having
for
a
that?
Does he
conversation,
want that? Because
not
we have
making
a scheduled meeting on
excuses,
Thursday,
and those
and
things.
he
Thank
canceled.
you for doing that. That means a lot, actually.
Yeah,
Thank you.
say yes.
Well-
We had that meeting. and
Well,
he
you know,
canceled.
yeah, 100%.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you,
There's no
thank you.
denying that. No,
Mhm.
I mean that was.
I wanted to
that was
come.
his
I wanted to
idea.
come in peace. I
Mr.
wanted.
Durbin?
Yeah,
Hey,
this
guys.
is Ron. This right here is Kevin. This is
I
Kevin.
met
This
you
is
at
the individual
Vian.
that brought Robert Rice to light.
I met you at
He's the
Vian.
one that found Robert Rice and made that happen.
Oh, awesome.
I met
So
you
I
at
have
Vian,
great respect for you.
With the chief?
Yeah,
Did
you
you
and
talk to the
you and
chief?
Sean, and you
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
came in. You were looking at the
We
passport.
were
Yeah,
all
yeah,
over
yeah,
there.
yeah. We talked to you
Yeah.
and your chief. He
Yeah.
came in. It was super nice. Is he still in Vian?
Yeah, he's
Okay, yeah, I liked him a lot. I liked him a lot.
Yeah.
That's why I hadn't been back. Y'all were so daggum nice. I hadn't had a reason to go back.
Mr. Barrett, would you mind that little conference room right there? Could we use that conference room to answer some of their questions that they may have?
Oh, that's
The little sit down right
What are we
there.
gonna do, Steve? Yay or nay?
Well,
Just to get it up.
Come on, Steve.
I'd rather take place outside, but if you want to.
It's raining.
It's your call, it's your building, sir.
So,
Well, he said it's okay.
I really don't want us speaking any further about anything.
Sure.
Okay.
It's not you though. You're telling them. I thought you didn't give them directions.
Right. You just
Didn't
said.
you just tell us that
I
you
still
don't
can
give
advise. I can advise them. This is not. I'm not asking
Steve,
them to
He
be.
doesn't
I'm not
direct you
asking
guys or
them.
tell you what
Steve,
to
let
do.
us go there.
Hey guys, I'm
I
not.
advise you to shut up and let him use the conference room. That's
I'm
what I
not
advise
asking you to
I
deter,
advise
to
you to
change
shut
the
your
way
mouth
you
before
do
you say
things.
something stupid.
I'm saying that
He was going to talk to us.
I'm making a decision as superintendent of schools. We're not speaking at this juncture about anything. Okay, we've set up things accordingly
talk
to
to
what
you.
they'd
You guys
asked.
in a weird
The
position.
agenda item.
I
We'll
appreciate
start from
that.
there, and then we'll see if we can have some constructive
You have-
conversation.
Can I buy you a nicer shovel because you are digging yourself a hole
You want a
that I
silver or
don't
a
think you
gold
can
one?
get out of. I mean, do you need a bigger
Or
shovel?
not.
Do you need a bigger
What
shovel?
are we doing?
Or
guys?
not.
Do you need a bigger shovel?
Appreciate your time.
Do you
sir.
need a bigger shovel?
Appreciate your time.
How big a shovel do you need, sir?
Guys.
How big a shovel do you need?
We can get a track hoe down
If
here.
they put their hands on me for asking you questions, it will be a seriously bad mistake on y'all's part.
It's literally.
Nobody's doing anything.
Okay, good. I'm glad
We're
you
not
said that.
answering any questions.
Yeah, so what, you
Can
said
we
your
use,
direction
Steve,
coming
can
down.
we use your conference room? Please.
I don't get.
I think
Please.
it's what I was explaining. to
Steve,
John,
come on
the
now.
difference between confrontation and conversation.
No.
You know, we've
I've
had
been
a
real good with
conversation,
you
so, yeah,
for a long
you don't
time.
wanna-
We're
I think
good.
it's
I'll
just-
have
Before you
problems,
walk in
but
here,
we're
you
not
were
talking
asking
about that
I
stuff
said,
right now.
Don't they work for the school
Steve, that
district?
one is already
Don't work for
closed.
the school district,
They
right?
closed
I'm
the
not having
case.
Conversations
Okay.
about
So I
juvenile
said,
cases. I'm not.
if they're
It's
investigating
closed.
I don't,
what
that,
is
that's
going
up
on
to
at the
you,
school,
and you can get the
isn't it sort of
redacted,
like
and you can
the
do your thing.
wolves
I'm not.
investigating
That's your
themselves
thing,
because you
Sean.
work for the school
I'm not gonna
district.
get your.
Steve, do we have-
They're independent.
But I'm
Okay,
not
let me
gonna
ask you
have-
this.
I'm not going to have these conversations with you.
Do we have plans implemented to keep this from happening again? That's the biggest question.
Well, I
but-
think
He
this.
just lied to us.
I think
He
you
literally
need
just-
work to
I know, I
get
I apologize.
I know, no, I know.
facts here.
I'm not trying to be
because
upset with
I think
you
some of
guys.
this stuff's been a little bit
He just-
distorted.
He just absolutely.
I've talked to both the mothers.
And that's
and
fine. That's
quite-
fine. But
Have you spoke to the mothers? Have you spoke to the mothers? Have you spoke to the mothers themselves? Have you reached out to the mothers?
I have not myself.
Okay.
No. That's not really an opinion.
Like I
it's a
said,
fact,
like I
you
said,
know.
Steve, thank you. Let us use your conference room. I appreciate
No, we're not doing that.
it. You're not letting us use your conference
I'm
room?
not asking you to put yourself in the middle of anything. I didn't ask. We were gonna have a conversation. That's all we were gonna do. We were gonna talk about the future and what kids can do. So since he didn't want to have the conversation back there, we'll have it right here. So as far as the kids are concerned and the parents that have had kids that have been abused and they've got serious concerns, what is the best way for them to report that, to deal with that, and those kind of things? Can you just tell me that?
I think that right now, at this point in time, that would be a chief response. But
Okay, chief.
also at the same time,
Are you the chief?
as far as seeing as how we are separate, so we are separate. I think they're saying that your business is done with the open records request.
No, it's not.
We are closed campus. Have you not?
No, I
have you not
haven't
received
filled it
your
out
form?
yet. I just got it. We're gonna fill it out and submit it. Yeah.
All right. Well,
You're not trying to throw me out of the public lobby,
I'm
are you?
trying to handle their business before anything.
I can wait. You can
further.
handle their business.
So do you?
Oh, no, I'll let you handle their business first, and then I'll fill out the rest.
I'm talking about your.
No, right now I'm recording the police and the performance of their duties, which I had the absolute right pursuant to the 10th Circuit to do.
No, I know.
So I'm going to be here as long as you're here.
I understand.
Chief Graham, I want you guys to get back
You're
to
ordering him. I thought you
I
did.
would like you guys to get back to protecting the kids and do.
Wait a minute, that's what we need. That's what we're here for.
So, Chief,
And
So that's what I was getting ready to say.
just tell me how to report it.
You holding us up here is actually keeping us from doing arguments.
Okay.
I mean, you do.
So,
Yeah,
so
we called you, bud. We called you.
Well, I didn't call you to here. Did I call you here? So then they're holding you up from your duties.
Yeah,
For a couple of guys asking questions, right?
I come up here in the parking lot, and then that's when I sing it out.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, you see,
so
nobody
can we
called
just
you?
get back to the? So then we're not holding you up. You're electing to be here. Then you're electing to be here. Don't say that we're holding you up. You're choosing. This is a consensual conversation, right?
Check in.
So we're
And then I gotta-
consensually
but
having an
I do need
engagement.
to
So
keep
we're not
moving
holding
on.
you up from
Katie,
anything.
were you called up here?
Okay, thank you.
Both
So
of you
can
come
we
up
get
here
back
together?
to?
Were you both called up
Yeah,
here?
we just
Can we just, for the love of God, get back to the thing I asked? I just want to
You
know.
both walked in.
What's the best
I
way
didn't
for
know
the
what was
kids
going
and
on
the
if I
parents
asked
to
in the
deal with
parking lot
the
there.
issues that have not been dealt
So
with? And
somebody
they feel
called
like
me.
it's not been properly
I don't know.
reported
That's
and
what I'm
those
saying,
kind
I
of
don't
things.
know.
What's the process that they need to do
To
to follow?
report?
To you guys for failure for them to report. So they have an obligation for all abuse. So if I go to a teacher and I say, "This so-and-so, I'm being abused," and they go to the principal and they report that, and they don't report it to you and they don't report it to DHS, those teachers committed a felony. And I've got a lot of kids who are reporting that they reported it to teachers and they didn't report it to them. Or that they reported it to them and they didn't report it to you. All of which would be felonies. So these parents want to report these crimes related to the failure to report these occasions of child abuse. So what I'm asking you is, they're going to report it to the school. Obviously, I'm going to tell them to send that stuff to the school too. How do they report it directly to you as well to open a criminal investigation into their failure to investigate?
Sure. Is this a hypothetical?
No, this is not a hypothetical.
Guys,
So I want to know how
Hey,
these
mandatory
contact you.
reporting law lies with the first person.
Yes.
It's that first person. It's not.
Thank you.
It's not even reported.
When
to the
did you go?
principal.
When did you go to law school?
I'm just telling you
I
what
did.
I'm just telling you what the
I did
rules
go
are. The person that's first person is the reporter.
You should read.
You
the last,
don't. No, you
should
don't.
read the most recent version, sir.
You don't go to
Anyway,
the principal
who
first.
do we
That
go to?
person that saw or was told is required by law.
Why are you
to
interrupting
talk
me?
to
I didn't
them.
ask you a question. I've
I'm
asked
just
this
trying to tell
gentleman.
you, you're wrong on the
question.
reporting.
Okay, Mr. Attorney.
You're
I'm
wrong.
glad you got a law degree that's worth about 5 cents out of the Cracker Jacks box, but I just want an answer to my daggone question, please. Can we stop getting interrupted?
If you have indication of a crime, or you believe that a crime has been committed, and it happened on school grounds, any crime, no matter what the nature is, it would be reported to us.
Okay, so how do they contact you guys directly?
They can call the high school,
So call the high school.
and then they forward the call to me.
So they don't need to come up here to report these guys for not doing stuff. They can go to the high school. They can get a hold of you at the high school. Is that the easiest? Is that the best thing?
It's the
Sending the
best.
parents to the high
Call
school.
the high school.
Okay. All right. See how easy that was? My goodness, when you let somebody open their mouth and answer a daggone question. Do you have anything else,
No,
Mr.
sir.
Superintendent?
No, sir.
You done putting your foot in your mouth for today?
Have a nice day, sir.
I'm having a great day. I really would have preferred this to have gone easier. As soon as you walk out there and go back to your doing whatever you're doing and we're done having this conversation, I'll probably meander on out that door. But I have a thing about leaving before somebody else does. So just scurry on. I'll sit here all day and observe. I have
Yeah,
the
but
legal
why
right.
was-
I have
why
the
was
legal
our
right to do it.
Thursday
So.
meeting-
I gotta let you know that it is closed campus though, okay, so like
But
as
this is
far
not
as.
campus.
But you can't
This
kick
is
them
the public
out.
lobby.
No, not
And I
this.
can sit right here all day and I can do this right here.
Ron, if you let me finish what I was
Sure, go
trying
ahead,
to
I'm
say,
sorry.
okay? All right.
I was getting comfortable.
Apart from publicly accessible buildings, which meaning in administration.
Is this publicly accessible?
As far as I understand.
Okay, thank you.
But you have to be allowed in to conduct your business once your business is done.
My legitimate
But
business.
this
My
is-
legitimate business is observing the performance of their duties in the front, and seeing how many people come in. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing a story on that right now. I can sit here all damn day.
I'm not negating or debating
I
anyone's
understand.
business.
I'm
I'm just saying as far as the actual school
I'm
grounds
not going
themselves.
there.
Yeah, we never.
I
That's why we
appreciate y'all
elected to
appreciate
come
y'all.
here.
No, we're not going
Hey,
to.
by the
We
way,
have
when I went to
clarification.
Coweta, I went to the went to the office.
Sure.
at the
Thank you
Coweta
for
school.
not
I would never walk.
falling to the
Look, I
ground.
have a strict policy. You go on a campus.
I don't know if you saw the video,
you go
but the
straight
last
to
one
the
fell to the
office
ground and faked a
for
heart
where
attack.
you're at and what you're doing. You will never see me on one of your campuses. Not
I
in the
appreciate
administration
that.
office.
I appreciate that.
You're not going to see me roaming around. I'm going to be going straight to the administration office.
It's my presumption that you know and understand what it is you can and cannot do.
I
So,
do.
but it's still good to get outright clarification as far as like the school grounds themselves.
Now, I will tell you, just so we're
Steve,
all on the same page.
is
if
Griffey
you have
related to
an area
Blaine?
of the school that's not restricted, in other words, it doesn't
I'm not
block
talking
people
about
from
my
getting
employee.
to it, and it doesn't have signs that say restricted areas.
Yeah.
It doesn't have signs that say restricted areas that you have to walk past to get into those areas. Those are not restricted areas, just so you know.
Yeah.
Like McAllister Prison thinks that they have all these campuses around their prison, and they don't have any restricted
So,
signs. You
work
can
sites
literally
or
go,
whatever they
you
are.
can literally go all around there. And they were trying to tell me that I couldn't film there. I'm like, guys, you have to restrict a restricted access area.
Sure.
You have to prevent the public from being able to.
It's like the back parking lot of a police department or something.
Right.
It has to have
Now,
the signage and everything else.
Or a gate or something that says you can't get back there, right?
Yeah.
So, no, and I don't. Again, these are schools. I'm even wearing my credentials today because I came to the school.
We've got,
I don't.
you got your fancy shoes.
I do have my fancy shoes on.
He's
today.
always got fancy shoes.
I do.
He's always got
I do.
fancy shoes.
They're wrong
I
with
had
black.
some crazy Nikes the first time.
If it was all black,
Orange and black.
or. All right. Is it the colors for the school district and Oklahoma State? So I got a few friends who are Oklahoma
Is there
State fans.
any other law enforcement questions you guys might have?
Guys, we didn't. No, that was the only question I had. And for the love of all things, I'm gonna say it one more time to you guys because maybe you can talk some sense into that man. The parents want an outlet to complain and to have their grievances heard. Right? It's one of the fundamental principles of the First Amendment is to be able to redress your grievances with government. Right? And the way government is supposed to do that is by giving you a forum to do it, where they can hear the people and listen to the people.
Can I kind of add a caveat?
Sure.
Okay, so we saw that problem. We saw that problem that there wasn't an informative way for
It wasn't directed.
individuals to know, clearly IDing who your campus PD is, who your officers are, and in the way that we can communicate with you further. So in doing so, there's a lot of learning from every mistake,
Sure.
right? And I believe, in my opinion, mine alone, that we were failing in that way. But now, since then, we have provided a venue and we have a website I've been working on. It's still under construction, but the generalities of it are there.
Sure.
Still going to add some links, pages. We're even going to offer PDF forms of our statements
Okay,
and stuff
great.
like that so that they can be accessed
that's-
in that way.
That's the kind of stuff where you have a difference. You've got two options. You can have a forum where people come and complain and yell and scream and have that. That's not productive. And quite frankly, it's like clients or people that come in and talk to me. I get annoyed with them. I don't like listening to the drama stories. Like, just get me to the nuts and bolts of what the hell's going on, and let's figure out how we're going to solve the problem. Right? I'm a let's solve the problem kind of guy. So when I talk about let's have a forum, again, I said let's not talk about what happened in the past. Let's talk about, hey, the police department this side of the school is building a new website.
How you going to
These
place
are
your
the
foot
things-
forward?
And these are the things that we're going to have on it. What things do you think that we're missing that we should have on that website?
Sure.
Hey, we think we're going to have a number set up to where these kids do this. We think every 9 weeks we're going to have a quick forum with the kids in these grades to remind them about bullying and reporting it and doing all those things. Now you've turned hostility into a productive conversation, and that's all.
Just privacy. I know he's in public area.
We're not gonna post them. Don't worry about it. We're not gonna post them. If he's in there, it'll be blurred out.
Perfect, cool, thank you, I appreciate it.
So, and I can't see people. So, I'm just talking about having something where you can either let the anger overflow.